Howdy, 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 howdy. So it's Friday. I've got maybe an hour of work to do here. Well, I've been doing work for quite some time. I'm trying to get a video done. Well, it's going to be on my YouTube stream, but it's really just for my Indiegogo. As you can guess, and I've mentioned this before, development is not free. When you're unemployed, it can be a time sink that takes away from finding a work and finding a job. So I've been doing a lot of job applications. I applied recently for Wizards of the Coast for helping at their game design with the D&D Beyond and some of their other games that they want to have related to their Dungeons and Dragons IP. It's just as good a chance that they're going to get my resume, my cover letter, and never even look at it. I've designed a handful of games, and of course a game product, which is the Mage Cage and the X-Case, that I'm very proud of. I think they're great products. I've had great success with it. I've sold, for a singular developer designer, I've sold over 20,000 of these units, and the games themselves, I haven't gotten them released. That's not because they're not good. I play tested them with my game groups and different people, and they like them. The games that are even close to being finished have been very popular. However, of course, everybody wants to play something that's been graphically finished and designed, so we don't play them a ton because they don't look pretty. Because I'm not an artist, and that's kind of what stopped me from releasing a lot of these, because I don't know how, or I haven't been successful in coming up with a way to visually market them. They're board games, right? So, yes, I have a lot of experience in game design, and I understand the structures of what makes a game fun. I know what I'm looking for, what kind of things are appealing when I play board games, and I try to implement those kind of functionalities and features into my games. And I also try to hit niches that don't exist. So the games I have, even now, I don't feel like are even being filled. And one of them has a cool new mechanic that doesn't exist anywhere, and I'm excited to get that one out. But again, I don't have artistic skills, which it's interestingly enough on Kickstarter and Indiegogo and all these things that fund your games. Even if the game itself, the part I'm good at is the part that I think ultimately is the most important thing to keep people playing, it's also the thing least likely to sell the game. It's the art, it's the beauty, the pretty, the functionality, the looks of the game that are going to sell your game on Kickstarter and Indiegogo and get people to go, ooh, that looks so awesome. Let's get this into my hands. And then they may or may not like the game, but at least they got it, right? It looks good. I got this beautiful game. I've seen a lot of game reviews online. Oh, the game looks great. They did all this. It looks fantastic, but the game is kind of and I'll probably not play it anymore. Or I hear about people playing it, and I'm like, I'll never play it again. So, but those games have the advantage of making money. So unless you can get the artistic elements of your game to look good. So I am not an artist. So as you can see, a lot of the art you see even in my game as I'm developing it here, there's functional things, the grid where you can see me putting together my play creator here. You can see me putting together how it lays out. But this is me getting images and stuff and art from online. Now the field, football field layout, grid, that's not skill. So there's no artisticness. It's yes, there's skill involved in making it function and how it all does its thing, but it's not artistic. It's more like logical, and that's where I excel. So anyway, I try to work on getting my skill set to show off what I do know. Problem is, I'm trying to get a job in a game world that probably is not going to give me a chance, because I have one product I've designed, developed, got out there. It definitely showcases how I think about my development of products, because it thinks about everything. It considers all the things you would want in a storage case for your miniatures. It does everything. Name something you want in a storage case. It got it. It has it. Well, except padding. If you want padding in your storage case, it doesn't do that. But it uses magnets to hold pieces in place, so there's no impact. But yes, if you throw your case on the floor, air pieces are going to go. Magnets can only do so much. So yeah, okay, it doesn't have that. But it does have everything else. Accessibility, visual access, transport, expandability. So when you start off as a brand new collector, you can grow into it, or you can display them on the wall. You can even implement LEDs in them. What storage cases can you put your minis in that let you put LEDs in them and display them on a wall? None. There are none. There's none out there that'll do that, except for a shelf or a wall case. But that's not what these are. These are cases you can actually assemble together into a case, carry it with you to the local game store, go kick the snot out of your opposition, come home and put those cases back on the wall, or just display them on a counter, because they will set up on their own and display themselves. So anyway, that said, all comes back around to, if you want to help me get this product done, trust me. If you love football, and trust me, I have other games in mind. I keep saying trust me, please do trust me. I am very trustworthy. I'll tell you that. No, seriously, if you would like to see this game get out, I could use your backing. It's not free. My time is not free, though I am doing this for free. And my financial resources are going to struggle. Things are getting tough. We're about there where I have to start. It's just so painful. I know I'm complaining. Everybody's got problems, right? And I'm lucky enough that I've been working for 20 some years as a software engineer, that I did have built up a fair amount of retirement. Not millions. I'm not going to retire a millionaire by any means, especially since I'm not working for the last year. So yeah, I can't, I'm not ready to retire anytime soon, but I do have money available to me in retirement, which unfortunately means I have to start taking penalties and tax penalties and fees and all that crap, because I'm going to have to start taking money out of my retirement, which is the worst thing you can do, but it's better than, not eating or losing your house or anything like that. And yeah, I could probably do that for 5 years if I had to. I'd rather not. I need your help with that, though. Or I need a job, which I'm continuing to look for. I've put out so many millions of hundreds of resumes. I've lost count. It's got to be well over 250 resumes in the last year. Not quite a year, but even getting an interview, even getting a phone call to talk about an interview, even somebody just saying, hey man, we got your resume. We actually looked at it. It's not quite what we need. No, nobody looks at them. You get feedback. Oh, we got your resume. It's been filtered out. You get that generic stuff where nobody actually writes you and tells you that you suck. Or you don't get the privilege of them even telling you that you suck. They're just, you do. At least in their eyes, it's not that. I believe there's not a programming job out there I cannot figure it out if I enjoy what I'm doing. And my goal right now, find a job I enjoy. Any job right now will make it so that we can continue to function and I can spend time. It'll be a lot less time on the game, because obviously it's not full-time work at that point. But I don't get to do 8 hours a day on this, because I'm spending 4 or 5 hours a day trying to figure out how to make money in other ways. Okay, that's enough of that. You can always back me on my Patreon. You can back me on my Indiegogo once it launches. But hey, Patreon's good enough, right? Just go there, check out some of the things I have on there, and hopefully help me out. Appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. Where am I? You can see here that I've got my play editor here. I've been kind of fiddling with it as I make my plays. This guy's going to have a really complex route. This guy, I want him to run in. I want him to run in circles. And then once he gets to this point, he should be open. Because the defender is going to be like, "What the frick are you doing, man?" I'll just wait for you over here. No. Anyway, what I don't have is the ability to. I don't have the ability to undo a route. I can't like go. Oh yeah, let's reset that. I should probably have a reset or some way to click a route in this list and delete everything after. I don't know. I got to figure out how to undo a route step. Yeah, I don't know. So none of this tapping here don't even do anything. Now look, it's kind of cool. I mean, it does memorize. I can go back to my old route here, and I can continue to edit one of these routes if I want to. But one of the things I can't do is save it. So there's that. We got the problem of yeah, you can't do anything with the route yet, and I don't have a way to undo it. So yeah, I've got to figure out a way to delete a route. What I should probably do is put a button on here to clear the route. Let's go ahead and do that so I can undo the route and we can start it over. It's not that hard to restart a route. So I will come over here to my Play editor and let's go find. Oops, let me move this camera over because it's sitting right in front of my screen right now, and I don't like that. Alright, so we got the select formation, and then we have, I'm going to need a button that works. Let's see, we got the formation layout, class name from, creating an array of all the items in the field. Play definition on the right. Route definition. Okay, so we got the route definition, and then we have the actions. Selections. I wonder if I can do something like, again, I'm still learning my stuff here, but you know, one thing at a time, right? Do I even have any buttons on the screen? I don't even have any buttons on the screen. All right, let's open this up. So I've been watching a lot of videos lately about the chats, the developers who are using the chats, and I'm finding that a lot of it's true. I got to admit, I'm learning stuff. I understand more and more how this stuff lays out, but it's not sticking in much the same way. I'm starting to understand what I'm seeing and laying out, what the components are that are being used, and I can see how it functions by watching it and know where to look for what it's pointing at. But I got to admit, I can't code it. and I also correct a lot of chat because I've been a developer for so long. I can look at it and go, okay, that's not a good way to do this. I want to try to do it this way or that way. I want more efficiency here. I want to encapsulate there. I want reusability over here. And I will oftentimes use chat a lot to restructure stuff and make it better and more performant, and because I understand what's happening and what it's doing. And I oftentimes will look at it and go, I don't think this is the best way to do this. Let's improve. And so I will often work with the chats to do that. And I think a lot of people don't do that. And I think a lot of people wouldn't know to do that because, especially new developers, right? They don't know that there's a more efficient way to do this stuff. And as long as, and some chats are pretty smart about how it goes about it, but a Claude is pretty decent. So they have this new Claude. Oh, apparently it doesn't work in Visual Studio. I didn't know that. The new Claude is apparently only available in this version. The new Claude is actually pretty impressive. I will say that. The Claude that... oops, I gotta close this. Now this is probably not the best way to do this. I don't know what this is going to do. If I save this, will it break? What is complaining here? JSX expressions must have one parent element. Well, isn't the list item the parent element? UL? Whoa. Alright, let's just go here first. What do I need it under? I will, under the definition, just that will close the definition. Go back into restart. Well, how about reset? Anyway, so Claude 3.7 is actually quite, I don't know, I've really gotten a feel that I really enjoy using Claude 3.7 the best. It might be the best. So far, it's only been out for a short time, like a week, 2 weeks, I don't know. I mean, available in Copilot, it's pretty new. In fact, you can see it's not even in Visual Studio yet. You can only see, they don't even have Claude in, in Visual Studio yet. But you do have it in Visual Studio Code. Let's see, did it... oh, it actually just closes off the UL. So it's putting the button after it. Interesting. Instead of being a line item inside, kind of felt like it could just be a line item inside the list. Why doesn't it do it that way? Well, let's see what it looks like. Maybe it's because, honestly, the problem could be, in fact, I didn't even think about it, my border and such is on the outside of the list, and I probably do want this outside of the list, because it'll just look better. It should shrink my box to be a little more pretty. Handle reset. Oh, pah! Well, I should probably put the code that supplies it. You have a button, but you gotta put the code in that actually functions it. Alright, I get it. Let's go put this in. I'll put it down here. Get formations. Right. What else did we put? Handle action selection. Hopefully that's the only thing that changed. Is it doing anything? I think that might work. Let's try that. Go back over here. Play editor, stream, offense, click. Go over here. Click here. All right, so we're back. Oh, no, that's not a good place. Yeah. Come on, man. Come on. I don't want that. All right, so nope. Nope. Come on, let's try it again. Actually, I want a button. It's terrible. I'm going to reformat that. I don't care about that. Actually, I want it at the bottom. Actually, I want the button under the list. Well, I was thinking under the list. No, I want it under the list. Yeah, I want it under the list. I was thinking maybe I could format it, put it underneath, say reset, click it. But I don't want the button to feel like it's part of the list. I mean, I don't want to have to keep reloading the list. The button. I mean, it's going to reload the button anyway, I guess, when it changes. But I want it to look like it's a reset button for the current list. I don't know. Just feels weird. They didn't really, did they do anything different? They didn't put it. How is that different? Let's see, rounded, full, white text. I mean, really, it didn't do much. Change the color? Nope. M2, PX4, PY2, all the same. Text white, rounded, except for we're going to do W full. That's the only thing it did different. That doesn't sound right. Maybe it doesn't know how to put it under? All right. I may have to play with that myself. It doesn't seem like it knows what I'm talking about. But we'll see what that does. Oh, that just made it that just made it smarter. Positioned it did not. It's still under the UL, under the list. It's under the list, but not displaying under the list. Because see, this is the list, right? So this is what we're actually seeing. But somehow it's putting it in the box. Let's see what maybe I missed something. Well, it's moved outside the UL element, but still within the same container. The W full class is added to the button to make it allow that. See, it didn't really do anything. But it was already outside of the UL class. So something about the way it's building. The same container is this, right? That's the play definition. But what if I put it outside the div? I'm curious. What if I just put this here instead? You doesn't like it. Not pretty. In fact, pretty ugly. Doesn't like. Wow, I did not like that at all. So do I need to put? So select. Now we have select position. So we have a select position. So it has to be in there. All right, let's go with this. What is the problem here? I mean, tag consistently. But we're outside. We were outside of the UL before, so the only difference is I put it in its own div, but now it's complaining that we're outside the div. Expressions must have one parent element. I don't know. What do you mean one parent element? It's got a div. Well, want it to show up under the list, putting it under the UL element, put it under the position title in the list, but not under the box that makes us the entire list. Maybe I should put it above. It doesn't matter where the button is, you just need to reset it. Maybe I should put it above. Can I put it above? Will that work? Let's see here. So we're back here. See, this is not working. I don't know why. Is there something about the border? Rounded LG, small, full, P2, MB2, M2. See, this is, none of this works. It's not doing what you think it is, my friend. All right, ChatGPT, you're letting me down. ChatGPT 4.0 doesn't know what to do here. It's like, well, I'm putting it underneath. It should work. It's like, no, it doesn't work. All right, let's, I don't even know why I can't put this element in there. What is wrong? The button is valid. The parent element is the div. I don't. All right, let's try changing this another way. How do I correct my button? It tells me it needs a parent element. I'm obviously missing something. I don't know what it thinks is a parent element. I thought the div was a parent element. See, obviously, I don't know my React yet. I'm still working on that. Because if I understood what it meant by a parent element, because I'm inside the div container that is the div. Does it explain, or is it just coding stuff? What is a parent container then? Because it isn't a div? What the heck is the parent? But it's inside of a div. A div is a div is a div, man. I don't. Do I need to give it a class name? No, class name's not that. It's just the formatting. I don't know. All right, what if I take this piece and put it. This is dumb. I don't understand how that's not. What if I nested? This is a UI element. Well, that's separated in any way? Nope, that didn't do anything. It's I don't understand how a div is not a parent element. Why can I not put it in a div under the div? That doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand it. Will it explain it or just say, you gotta do this? It's like, I don't want to know what you gotta do. I want to know why. I am a questions guy. I gotta know. You can place the button in a div under the div it contains it now. Okay. So what? Okay, let's see if it corrects. If it tells me what I did wrong the first time. I wish it wouldn't code everything. Sometimes I wish it would code everything, but most of the time I do not. See, look. Oh, that's just what I did now. I don't. No. No, no, no. It's not what I want. I don't know. I want the reset button on the outside. It won't let me. Okay, so this is a list item. So we have, oh, okay, so I didn't want it on the list item because this is actually in the list. I see what's going on. It's still showing up at the top. So wait, if I click here, is it going to push my reset button to the bottom? Oh, now my buttons don't work. It's changing the, oh wait, never mind. Oh, it is, it's pushing it down. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I guess that does put it at the bottom. It's not really, it's not really what I had in mind. I guess that kind of sort of works. But what happens when I go too far? Will it push it off the list and then my reset button's not there? I bet you that's what's going to happen. I don't know if I would ever go this many times because that's a whole lot of things. Oh no, it's going to keep making my list get bigger. All right, can I click it? Woohoo! But it didn't clear the screen, man. It didn't clear my route. Now it's totally confused. Yeah, that's when I click reset button. Wait. All right, so when I handle it adding the routes, formation select, handle click, set filter. I don't want the filter. Handle action select, set routes. So which of these actions is actually happening here? When I click. It's not very clear. Handle route click? Oh, that must be the one. All right, so we're putting in these items, but I need to remove So if I were to go away from this and then back, it's not building it back either. It just leaves it on the screen. It's like it's not clearing the routes off the screen. What is that on? What is class definition, selected position? So thinking it's going, that sounds complicated. Handle position click, handle play type click, handle route click. It's probably going to be not the route click. I got to handle the reset routes. Delete new routes, selected position. So that does. Now, I fully expect that even if that works, let's go up here. Oh, whoa. It's changing my route. Oh, look, it's connecting it to the W. What? It's connecting it to the route. Even when I change routes, the route just goes, oh, well, let's whatever that route is to the next location. That's kind of funny. But it doesn't memorize it. So it's like somehow it's keeping it, but it's not keeping it. Which is totally weird. So I bet if I go here and I just start clicking, no, I am so lost. That is all right. Let's leave. Come back. Let's see if things. Sometimes you can't make things work by that. Let's see. We'll go with that, and then we'll say reset. That didn't clear it. Didn't clear it. So if I go here, come back, yeah, it's not clearing it. So I must have forgot something. It probably showed me more than I actually gave it. But let's see. Handle play type change. So let's see, what did it do down here? So the thing. Nope, that's not doing anything different. The button's still there. Okay. The handle reset route function now deletes the route for the selected position from the route state. The formation layout component is passed the route state to ensure it re-renders correctly when the routes are updated. Huh. No. Routes are not deleting. And what happens if I try doing this? Nope, it still continues from the same place. It's not forgetting it. It's supposed to forget it because it shouldn't even know about this coordinate. It shouldn't know where it's at anymore because it shouldn't know. So, okay. Well, let's see. Change informations. Handle route click. So it's like it's memorizing. Got the reset routes, but it's not resetting. All right, let's see here. Handle route clicked. Is there anything changed about some of these things? Select position, previous select position, type, coordinate, view routes. Handle action select, which is not my concern right now. Handle play type change is not. Handle position click. Handle position click could be a changer. It does not appear to be changing anything though. Okay. Anything appear change? No. Blah 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 and a lot of blah 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 blah, but it's all the same. Okay. So we are not changing. The route is not getting deleted. So we're getting too complicated for it, man. I gotta how is it? It's like it's not deleting it from Alright, let's try some. Oh, I don't want to clear this. Let's see. Let's go. FPFM go. Okay, let's go over here. I'm gonna try this thing. I'm gonna see if Claude 3.7 can figure this out. Because I think I'm getting complicated and it's getting Sonnet thinking and Sonnet non-thinking. I guess this guy doesn't think as good. Don't know what that means. All right, player. This code, my play editor has a reset button that clears the list of route actions. It clears the list of route definitions. However, the route itself is still displayed on the field, and any new clicks are still coming off the list, not on the field. The reset should remove the route lines in the field. All right, Claude. Show me your Claude 3.7. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Well, one of the reasons why I'm only going to be on for about an hour is because I'm going to play pickleball. It's a beautiful day outside today. We've got ourselves a nice, ooh, golly, my thing here says 71 degrees in the sun. Whoa, that's a beautifulness. I'm putting on some shorts and going out and whacking some pickleball around. I know, you think I'm like 80, huh? I mean, everybody, why is pickleball associated to old people? I don't understand that. I mean, yes, I guess it's because you don't have to move around as much, blah, blah, blah. But there's a lot of young people playing. In fact, there's more young people playing it than there are old people playing it. So I feel like that's such a weird thing. But you can get very good at old because you don't have to move as much, right? It's not as much mobility. But if you are good at moving and hitting, you're going to be pretty successful. I can see why a reset button isn't clearing the route lines from the field. Handle reset function only removes a position from the route state above object, but the actual route visualization depends on the formation layout component state. The problem, blah, 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 blah. This correctly removes route data for this. Okay, so we're not having. All right, so let's go back up to my route data, and they're not complaining about anything, which is fine because this does work correctly, and that's why. But I figured the formation needed to be changed. It's formation layout that needs to be in play editor JSX formatted rendered. Then information layout JSX modify the component to use the routes prop instead of managing its own state. You'll likely need to accept routes as a prop. Use routes from props, then generate route paths. Remove any internal state for routes. Okay. Okay, so I actually like this better, to be honest. I think this will be better because if I'm understanding what it's telling me, we're pulling the routes object from the play editor, which is the only place that they're needed. And I think as a result, it's going to allow it to do its building of the route state there because you don't need it anywhere else. There's no other place in this game that's going to allow for the routes to be created. So the information being stored with the play editor makes a lot more sense because it's building and storing and managing straight from play editor because that's the only thing that actually builds routes. All right, so then we got to go over to my formation layout. Formation layout. And we got to update the props, so we're going to need to put that in here. So we got the formation, then pass this formatted data. Information that doesn't have access to the route structure like you've defined it with. You might need to transform the data. In play editor JSX, add a function to format routes for more formation layout. Then pass the formatted data. Yeah, let's do that. So essentially, I think what it is we're creating a routes list of actions or whatever, and those routes are going to go into the formation layout. Formation layout, when it goes to lay things out, is going to build the routes from the routes list created in play editor. Then it's going to take that data that you've put into the and it's just going to sit like that. So when play editor edits or tweaks that list and then sends it back into the layout builds it back up. So if I delete or reset it, it's going to come back in and go, oh, I need to rebuild it again. So theoretically, and it's not really rebuilding them all so much as it's going through them and going, oh, this is different. Click, it's gonna rebuild it. So we're basically going to do the same thing we do in formation layout, but instead we're going to have this route object being handled not by here, but by the routes editor, which makes a lot more sense. In fact, I think that's what I originally conceived it to do instead to begin with. And now I've got to, all right, so we got use ref, we got the route sequences, we got selection formation, calculate cell dimensions, get original position. The rest of your functions remain mostly the same, so we're all going to stay the same. So then it adds in this handle table click, which I guess is the only thing that's going to change. And then let's make sure it's going to go in here. GD elements. And then instead of doing that, it's doing this. Rest of your component. So we're basically just taking, we're adding the set routes. It's really the only difference. It's still going to do the same thing here. Everything else functions the same, except now we're actually update the routes for the selected position based on the information that's been sent back to us. Oddly enough, it's oh wait, no, it's actually taking this out because it's just going to use what we've already provided. Oh, interesting. Huh. All right, so handle table click. We're going to go over here. Going to make this a little dumber, which is fine. I actually like the child apps to be, they have one specific purpose. That's their life. And yeah, that's definitely better. Okay, so that's it. All right, so we're going to go back to my play editor, make sure I know I missed something here because I feel like there's a piece that needs to exist. I need to create this constant, add a function. Play editor JSX, which is going to be this function up here. Man, I'm having a lot of, I mean, it's got a lot to do, so I kind of get it, but then pass the formatted data. Formation layout. Huh. What did I miss? Okay, so we got fortunately the routes. It doesn't have access to the route structure like you've defined it. You might need to transform the data. We're passing it in. And how so? Okay, let's see what happens. I'm gonna go File, Save All. Oops, we got a break. Fail to compile. Now, it's kind of interesting. I'm editing this in a different code editor, so it might not be building it up correctly. If I'm saving it and then just expecting it to know how to fix it. All right, so we got line 15 in the formation layout. Oops, forgot my comma. Gosh darn Norbert. Thought I put a comma in. Module force field identify routes has already been declared. Oh wait, oh yeah, I gotta take this thing out. I didn't even, that's my bad. I think that just got, it doesn't actually tell me to remove that, but I'm thinking, yeah, I'm gonna have to remove that. So, yeah, I wonder if oh, it's just coming in as routes, so I don't need to do a set routes. Do I still have a set routes thing here? Is that even going to be a thing anymore? Let's take this out. It may not even be needed anymore. Ooh. Nope, that totally broke things. Alright. Actually, you know what? Let's go back to my app here. Stop it. I don't know what happened, but we're going to stop it here because I think there's a strong possibility that I actually just broke it trying to do coding from two different places. Whoa. That is not what I wanted. I don't know, man, I'm pretty sure coding from two places is probably not an ideal way to go here. That should make me log in again, but you can see this is kind of weird looking. That's just like no login, no nothing. Just totally broken view of everything. I should probably, let's try to rebuild. Let's do that. We'll get bash. We'll go Control C, and then we'll go npm run build. See, See, I can't debug in VS Code. The debugging doesn't work. It's got this weird, keeps telling me it's got some lingering thing from a previous session, and I looked at all the things, deleted all the files that it said to delete, and it keeps doing it. It's like there's something somewhere that's got this broken piece of crap somewhere. And I am like, I spent half a day trying to figure it out, and I said, screw it. It's just easier to debug from Visual Studio. There's no compile errors here, right? Okay. Now hopefully it'll open at 3000. Okay, so we're good there. And then we'll try again. Like I said, I think it could have just been crap. I'm hoping it was just a weird crappity crap, because otherwise I've got to figure out what it's doing wrong. Okay, well, there we go. So it did take us back to the login screen. All right, so we're go here, 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 here. Reset. Hey, it worked. Here, 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 here. I'll click here, and I'll go back to here. We'll reset that one. Oh yeah, check it out. And it builds the other one as the 0. I should probably make it so certain positions can't be route. I don't think my center should be going out for a pass. Oh, maybe it's not. Wait, wait, we got problems, people. Something. Oh, I have a break. Huh. Never mind. I'm pretty sure my center should not be able to go out for a pass. It's going out for a green pass, and then my right guard's going to try to go out. We've got penalties galore coming, folks. Yeah, let's give it that one. And we'll click back here. I'm going to have to change the color. Obviously, green is not going to work. Unless I can figure out a way to put like a highlight on my line. I don't know. Would that work? Can you put a highlight on a line? A line on a line? Line border on a line? So that it's blue, but yet it has this white edge that makes it stand out. I don't know. Maybe. Or even... But I definitely can't use green. Green's not going to work. I don't even know why I chose green, considering we've got green background. Not very good. Okay, so we've got that. We've got it resetting now. I can remove. Okay, well, I guess that's it for me. I gotta go get ready for pickleball. Maybe I'll be back later, but maybe not programming. But hey,